Let's evaluate some websites based on criteria for deciding whether or not they are valid and reliable sources. Let's say we are wanting to do research on facts about raccoons. I've done my search engine search and I have clicked on a couple of websites to view them and see if I can get some information. Let's look at this website. One of the criteria that we want to first decide on is who is the author of the website. What is the origin of the website? The first place to look, and we can look at this in our list of results as well, is the URL address. We want to look at the end of it. This is an extension that tells us what page we're on within the website, but this is the actual URL, which is wdfw.wa.gov. .gov stands for a government-associated website. This website comes from the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. This is, in fact, a government website. And we know that based on some of the information that we can get by clicking or scrolling around on this site. This top menu gives us lots of other options within this website. About WDFW, we can find out who is involved in the organization, the contact information, the people who actually run the department, and other information. So we would be able to contact them if we wanted to. And here as well we can access that. This article, Living with Wildlife, Raccoons, is, we want to know what the purpose of the article is, or really what the purpose of the entire website is. Is it to entertain us? Is it to convince us to buy a pet raccoon? Is it to convince us to trap raccoons? Or is it to inform us about a lot of different things about the facts about raccoons? In this case, because it's a wildlife division, and upon reading all of the skimming through all of the information on this site, we can pretty much assume that it is designed to inform us about raccoons. So if we come all the way down, this long article gives us lots of information. There are other links and resources cited at the end, as well as the author. It's adapted from an article, which also has a link to a book, and it's written by someone who is an urban wildlife biologist. So all of those things are good indications that this is a reliable site. Also, if you notice the presentation of the site, it is very consistent, very easy to navigate, very well organized, and does not have a lot of distracting ads or animations. Also, reading through the site, it's in very scholarly language and without any mistakes or typos. So this is a safe bet. If we click on this other site we looked at, which has a very cute picture of a raccoon, we are finding some differences here. There are not any drop-down menus that allow us to go anywhere else on this site. This is, in fact, the home page of the site, and the site is called raccoonfacts.net. This .net extension doesn't really tell us anything about where the site came from or who the authors are. We can assume that they are attempting to inform us because it's called Raccoon Facts. It's not buyababyraccoon.net. But if we start to scroll down, we're getting kind of pretty vague and fuzzy information. We see some irrelevant ads on the sides. Not a lot of information here, some very cute pictures. And there's no information about who the actual author of this site is. If we come down here, it again is just about whatever's on this one page, and the bottom just again says that it comes from raccoonfacts.net. So again, here are some more ads down here on the site. And so if we read through this information, some of it may or probably is true, but it's written in a way that makes us kind of question the validity of the author. This last section here says lifespan. The last of the raccoon facts is that this animal in the wild will live to around age 5, but in capacity may have grown as old as 20. I do believe they meant to say captivity, and even so, it is a fairly unclear and not well written sentence. So, those are some things and some criteria to look for when evaluating whether or not you should use a website for your research.